you have three choices to make: standardize your processes, expand, or make your operations more smooth. And if you're not six-figure or seven-figure entrepreneur just yet, and you're way on your way, listen up because this session is for you as well. And today we're going to talk about why six and seven-figure entrepreneurs must be on LinkedIn. Why LinkedIn is the platform for expansion. Why LinkedIn is the platform for expansion. But first of all, I'm gonna pause here and acknowledge each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Today is day 8 of our masterclass. Tomorrow is our last day in our masterclass. And what I've seen so far in my DM conversations, like online, people who followed me, people who talk to me, you are doing amazing. I see you posting videos. I see you creating stories for your product. I see you are clarifying your messaging. I see you. Listen, it brings me so much joy that like so many people tune in, so many people join my live streams, and they would like to go and get better. They would like to go to the next mountain. So do me a solid. Do me a solid. Drop in the comments where you're watching me from, because I also would like to know where where people are tuning in from. Drop hello in the chat. Tell me where you're watching me from. And also, if at any point you have a question or something resonated with you, or you hear something that speaks to you, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat for your neighbor, because listen, people process information in many different ways. Some people like to read, some people like to hear, some people just need a little summary. So if anything resonated with you, if anything speaks to you, please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you're watching it on the replay. All right. Also, another question for you. Who is a six figure or seven? Who is on the way to their six figures, right? You don't have to be on six figure entrepreneur just yet, but like you are on the way. You are on the way. Drop six in the chat. If you're already there or if you're on the way, just drop six in the chat. Manifest that number in your life and in your business. Hello, Marian. Hello, hello. UK is here. UK is in the house, y'all. Um, so if you are six-figure entrepreneur, or you are way on the way to your six figure in your business, manifest it in your business, manifest it in your life. Drop six in the chat. Drop six in the chat. Manifest it in your business, manifest it in your life. So also, if you're already six-figure entrepreneur, but you are on the way to seven figures, right? Or maybe you're already at seven figures, manifest it in your business and manifest it in your life and drop seven in the chat. Drop seven in the chat. Drop seven in the chat. So today is all about expansion. Today is all about why LinkedIn is a place for six and seven figure entrepreneurs. Like, first of all, like the first thing that I would like to say that we all find our mentors on different platforms. We all find our mentors on different platforms. My very first mentor that I've been with for an extended period of time for 6 months came indeed from LinkedIn. My second mentor was, well, actually, my second mentor was also on LinkedIn, right? My second mentor was a career coach who mentored me how to run my career coaching business, because I wanted to learn from experts. And my third mentor was from Instagram. And you might be running a successful business on YouTube. You might be running a successful business on Instagram. You might be running a successful business on Facebook. I'm not saying that you should stop that and you should stop what is working. But at some point, you might want to think about expansion. And also, for what was true for my business and what was true for my offer, it's like more so like refining who is my ideal qualified customer, who I am working with, right? And my like, and this is the this is the secret for your business success. Solve reach people's problems first. Then you can so you can fund your business, you can serve more people, you create other programs at more affordable price, or better yet, you can create programs and containers where you can serve people. That's like that is that is really important point. And also, why 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs should be all LinkedIn, because I believe, and I witness it myself. I witness it myself that wealth is created through collaboration. Wealth is created through collaboration because, like, as you're running business, especially like, listen, 6 figure business, right? It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning, because in online world we think that, oh, $1 million profit, it's a lot, but in reality, like outside of online work, outside of free online coaching, it's just the beginning. Think about big corporations like Apple, like Google, like Microsoft, big consulting firms, right? Like if you say, hey, like I just make 1 million, like, well, cool, bro, like cool story, bro. We just make, like $5 billion and we're trying to expand. But the truth is the wealth is created through collaboration and through building community. And the best way to collaborate and to connect with people is through LinkedIn. You can connect with people on any social media platform. It's true. And like there are many different ways to create wealth. But also, I would like to, like, yesterday, I saw a post from a dear friend on LinkedIn, and he mentioned, like, be mindful who you connect with. And my reflection was, wealth is created by collaboration. Who do you want to build your wealth with? Who do you want to build your wealth with? Right. And this is why it is so essential to be mindful of your social media platform where you're building your wealth, right? And also, it's a lot of the time, it's also refining and finding that perfect audience, right? That can afford your services, that can um that can benefit from your services as well, right? And what I find on LinkedIn, people pay attention. It may not be as quick and as robust platform as other platforms, right? But what works well, like it works within 90 days really well. You can connect with like very affluent and very influential people on this platform. I connected with big influencers, with CEOs, with decision makers, with big names in from many different industries, right? Like I remember the time when one of the executives from Google, we actually were interacting really well in our posts and in our comments, in our content. And that was absolutely beautiful. I don't see that on other social media apps. And also, like the ease you can find and build your community on LinkedIn is absolutely amazing as well. So it's time for expansion. It's time for expansion. Also, uh, if you were riding with me for 9 days, if you were riding with me for the last past days, I would like to do a quick recap what we were talking about, because today's day 8, tomorrow is our last day. So um we started with identity. We started with identity. And when you're running your business and when you are building your business, there's a very clear formula. Like, I call this formula build, lead, and prosper, but it's very similar to be, do, have, as other entrepreneurs. And this is not my formula. Other big name entrepreneurs mention that formula all the time in their content as well. So, and this is what inspired me to create my formula, build, lead, and prosper. But first, you build your identity. Who do you need to become to be successful entrepreneur? What do you need to do? And on day one, we talked about why LinkedIn is such a beneficial platform, because the focus on of the platform is to build your community. And what is important, right? You might get to your first 6 figures without building a strong community, because all you need to do just is to make enough sales where you hit 6-figure mark. And it's fairly easy to do. It's fairly easy to do, because I was like, but also it may not feel like it, but it is, because I was doing my taxes 2 weeks ago, and like, oh, I actually hit my goal. It didn't feel like it, but I actually hit my goal. I actually hit my financial goal, but it didn't feel like it. But like, if you want to expand and if you want to grow, your community is important. And the quality of your community is important. And this is why we started on the day one, why LinkedIn is an essential platform for any entrepreneur. And this is exactly why we're finishing our masterclass, why 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs should be on LinkedIn, because the quality of the people that you're connecting, the quality of your community matters. And it's literally what makes or breaks your business. Because if you build your business on the wrong audience, on the wrong community, like, it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be expandable. It's going to be really hard to expand your community when you're building your community, like, of people who cannot afford your services, or who don't have the right mindset, or who didn't have the right ethics. This is like this is why web platform matters. Also, it matters to, especially when you are dealing with like higher sophisticated buyer, where your buyer makes a buying decision, where your buyer come, what platform do they come to pay attention, not just be entertained, not just chat, not just rest. Because listen, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I come to Instagram or other apps to rest. And like, my brain is a little weird, right? Like, I have ADHD. Like, the way I rest, the way my brain rests, I just scroll, mindlessly scroll. And I might hear really profound pieces of content that resonates with me, but I don't think about like, oh, that's my next mentor. I'm like, oh, like, that's really cool. And I keep scrolling, and it's normally in the evening, and it's normally after work. It's normally after working with clients. Right. But when I come to platforms like YouTube, like LinkedIn, and I'm looking for information, I pay attention. Like, I have not paid serious attention to email marketing until I got a connection in my LinkedIn network with another coach, with another service provider who teaches email marketing. And this is where my gears started shifting, like, okay, maybe I should be a little bit more serious about email marketing. And do other coaches, do other business leaders talk about email marketing? 100%, absolutely. So on day number 2, we're talking about 5 reasons people are not landing clients. And one of the main reasons is your messaging. And one is the pivotal mistakes that a lot of coaches, a lot of leaders make. They start talking to stuck people. They start talking to the people who are disempowered. And actually, like one of my dear friends on Instagram ask a question like, how do I change my messaging to speak to leaders? And this is really essential. And this is a very hard lesson that I'm learning in my business. How do I speak to leaders? Because also every leader, every person, duality is really real, right? Every leader has a leadership quality, every leader has a victim mindset quality, right? Everything is duality. How do I speak to the side that is um looking for leadership, looking for the next step? Right, that this is also very essential. On the day four, we were talking about like my 90-day framework. How did I personally land my clients on LinkedIn? On the day six, on the day five, we were talking about sales training. On the day six, we were talking about urgency. And urgency, this is really huge. This is really, really huge. Because in order to make success in your business, you have to have urgency in your business. It starts with you, because a lot of entrepreneurs talk about that. Oh, people don't have urgency. People don't have urgency. But do you have urgency in your business? Do you have urgency in your business? Because I also share with you, when I started my business. When I started my business, right? I didn't want to try on my own, not because I couldn't, but because I was so passionate and impatient quite frequently. And it's not a good quality for entrepreneur. Patience is a virtue, but because it was so urgent to me, I'm like, okay, I have an idea. I want to build my business. I want to create impact. I want to do it now. I need clients now. I need money now. And this is what helped me to be profitable and to be successful in my business through failures. I'm not saying that my path was happy and rosy. No, I had to endure failures. I had to work through very difficult realizations that, like, at first, when I started my business, I built my business on audience who could not afford my services. And it was painful, because I was generating my offers from, okay, what people need right now. Okay, I'm a software engineer. I can get people jobs. I can get people promotions. So I need to fix the layoff issue in tech with my business to get people back to jobs. And then later on, I realized that every single consultation, it's a torture in a way, because people just cannot because people are not able to afford my services. And this is where and luckily I started my pilot program with entrepreneurs. And in fact, like, it's also a mindset. Well, for me, it was also a mindset issue. Like, okay, I wanna lead leaders. I want to help leaders. I want to help people to make more money. I want to help people to break chains of poverty. How do I do that? And then I got a download, right? Like, God, the universe. Like, I had this download. Okay, on your consultations, people keep asking you, how do I build my consulting business? How do I build my service-based business? I want to do what you do. I have a course. I have a program. I have a container for other people to learn from me. How do I do that? Like, can you offer me that? And one day I was brave enough to make an offer to one of my clients, and I say, hey, I understand you don't want to look for a job. And I understand that you need to make money right now. So your business. And then it worked. And it was a signal and a sign for me personally that this is your next step. And then I had a difficult conversation with one of my coaches in or rather mentors. And she said, like, Eugene, you built your business around people who cannot afford your services. Like, this is why it is so hard. This is why your Q1, as you're making a pivot and you're hoping that your offer will keep scaling and keep selling, but this is this is might not be the truth. And again, right? Like, speaking about pivot, right? Because we might think about pivoting, expanding, and an extra layer at 6 and 7 figures as well. Again, where it's easier to make a pivot, only in. And it takes 90 days. It takes 90 days and a lot of patience and a lot of endurance. And if I were to do it again, I would have done it a lot differently. I would have done it a lot differently. This is why it's so essential. So drop in the chat what resonates with you. Drop in the chat what resonates with you. Have you ever found yourself in a situation that you are building your business with the wrong audience? Yes or no? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but yes or no? Like, just drop me in the chat, yes or no. Have you found yourself in a situation where you're like, oh dang, I'm building my business for the people who are not able to afford it. I'm trying, yeah, like, yes, I see yes in the chat in the Instagram. Thank you, Gabriella. Yes, that was me. That was me, and that was hard. So, and again, affluent buyers, right? Where do you find affluent buyers? Where do you find like those connections that like can't that are willing and can afford your services? Also, I offer consultations. I only have like, I'm not really a fan, or at least just yet, of cart closed, open. I only have two spots available in my one-on-one coaching program. Only two spots available. And if you if you would like to have a complimentary consultation with me, all you need to do is to drop in the chat, book a call, and I will send you the link to book a call with me. Okay. Uh, Marion says, yes, startups had to pivot too. Yes. Yes, Mary. Like, yes, had to pivot too. Thank you. Thank you for your answer. Yes, had to pivot too. Gabriella said, like, I had a call recently with someone who wanted to pay me $200 for a month of coaching. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Listen, listen. When it comes to our audiences, there are three mindsets. Three mindsets. People who want free information. They will attend every single webinar, every single live stream that you are providing. Mindset number two is cheapo people. Gabriella, perfect example. You just got hit by a cheapo person. And again, this is not the people, because that was me. I was person. I was cheapo person. And the third and the best is people. People who are your prime audience and willing to invest in you, and not just invest in you, invest in themselves. That took me a while. Like, I had my business idea in January. I did not hire my coach until probably April or May. Oh, sorry, April. And I invested my first investment was $2,700 for 3 days. And I thought for in 3 days, I will get it all. I thought in 3 days, I will get it all. Ready to go. Ready to go. And did that happen? And then I invested $5,000 in my LinkedIn mentor who would teach me how to generate leads. Because also success leaves clues, right? If I had 3 consultations from LinkedIn, people were coming to my program, have a consultation with me from LinkedIn. I understand I need to invest in that. and I need to do it faster, and I won't do it on my own successfully. So I hire a LinkedIn coach to do it, like to do it faster with me. So, um, but again, like it takes time. And again, be like you will find more people on more more premier, more aligned platforms such as LinkedIn and YouTube. Because this is two platforms where people learn. This is two platforms where people, yes, people go for entertainment on YouTube. 100%. I watch surgeries, I watch cat videos, I watch anything from financial education by top leaders in the industry to like cat videos, orcas, seals, like you name it. But like this is one of the places where I'm making buying decisions. Another place where I'm making buying decision is LinkedIn, 100%. Because again, two mentors that I paid a lot of money, they were from LinkedIn. And again, like once I transition into the mindset of a people person, a prime customer who is ready to invest in myself, I got my mentor from LinkedIn. Appreciate your comments. I really appreciate your comments. Look, um, I'm gonna make an invitation for you one more time. Book a call with me. It's complimentary. And on that consultation, so my goal is to really learn more about your business. Is not to sell my program to you. It's not to sell my program to you. It's learn about your business, learning if it is a good fit, learn how I can help you and deliver the value. And also, I'm as discerning as you are because in one of the days, I was talking about that the quality of clients that you bring inside of your program matters. And also something that can break or make your business. And if I don't believe that I can help you at my highest capacity, at my highest ability, I won't make you an offer. I also am not going to waste your time when I realize that like this is not a good fit, this is not going anywhere, right? I will give you the resources to get up to speed, to close your gaps, so you can build your business successfully. In fact, right, like even now, I see a lot of people already implementing that I'm teaching on my free masterclass, and I'm so proud of y'all. And your success is unavoidable. Your success is unavoidable. If you're persistent, if you're consistent, if you're dropping into your identity of that successful entrepreneur, if you are clarifying your messaging, and a lot of you are, if you're speaking to the problem that your customer is having, if you're surveying your customer, if you're asking people what they want to hear and what bothers them, your success is unavoidable. Because I see you. I see you. I see you putting your story around your product. I see you posting videos. I see you clarifying the messaging. I see you participating in the comments. I see you, not just in my comments, because like on LinkedIn, sometimes I see like what comments other people participated in. I see the discussion, and I see the shift. Your success is absolutely unavoidable. If you're patient, if you're persistent, if you're consistent, you will get it. And I'm here to show you your blind spots and get there faster. It's not that you can do it without me. I believe that you're a capable human, that you're a capable service provider, you're a capable mentor, you're a capable coach, you're a capable strategist, you're a capable brand strategist. I just want to help you to do it faster. I just want to lead you to the mountain and show you the blind spots and show where the cliff is at. Because sometimes when we're climbing that mountain, when we're going to our next season, to our next level, sometimes it's really easy to fall off the cliff. because we're so impatient and we're going so fast and we don't see our blind spots. So, thank you so much for your participation. I do have a few minutes for Q&As, for questions and answers. So drop your questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat. Drop your questions in the chat. Let me check my okay. Nobody is on Zoom. Drop your questions in the chat. What questions I can answer for you today? If you have one question in your business that keeps you stuck right now, and if you had the answer to that question for you today that would move you forward, what would that question be? Not necessarily what we talked about today, but what would that question be? Because also, I want my audience, I want my people who join my live streams, who is on my platform, leave my free masterclass, leave my live stream, empower, inspire, and with the answer, and with the practical steps to execute right now in your business. So if you have a question related to your business, it can be high ticket offer, it can be messaging, it can be positioning, it can be how to speak to leaders, it can be structuring your business, it can be where to start, it can be like, okay, I'm 6-figure entrepreneur, what do I do now? It can be I'm 7-figure entrepreneur, how do I network on LinkedIn? Like wherever you at in your journey and you have a question, let me know in the chat because I want you to leave empowered and I want you to leave with actionable steps to execute. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for your participation. And today is the last day. Oh, no, tomorrow is the last day. Sorry. Listen, 9 days running a webinar, 9 days running a masterclass is no joke. It is no joke. It's the first time I'm doing it like 9 consecutive days, and that's a lot, that's a lot. But tomorrow we're gonna talk about how business coaching really changed my life, and really and tomorrow I'm also would like to talk about the return on investment that I personally got in my life by saying yes to myself, saying best yes to myself. And also come with your questions tomorrow as well. Like join me on Zoom tomorrow. Like tomorrow is the last day, is the last chance you can grab hot seat coaching, sit with me on Zoom, and I'm not charging you money for it. So tomorrow is the last day. Join me tomorrow on Zoom. In the meantime, in between time, thank you so much for joining. Again, if you're watching it on replay, if you're watching it, like not live, okay, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and you have a question, drop your question because I either gonna answer your question in a DM specifically to you or in the comment. I'm not gonna ghost your comment. I'm not gonna ghost your question. So definitely keep your questions coming and book a call with me. Book a call with me. The way you can book a call with me, like two ways. You can drop a comment, say like book a call. I will send you the link, or you can send me a DM and request to book a call with you. All right. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.